We'll move on to other political issues now. Former President Goodluck Jonathan is said to have rejected some of the conditions given to him to get into the 2023 presidential race and get an automatic ticket of the Proessives Congress. One of the conditions is that the former president should officially defect to the ruling party with a few People's Democratic Party governors in the South-South and Southeast geopolitical zones, but all of these have been rejected, and we have heard that Jonathan is saying no to all of these conditions and actually saying that he won't run for the 2023 presidency. And in all of this, we've seen developments that have led to agitations, even in the South-South, that they still have an uncompleted term after his tenure was short-circuited politically and he wasn't able to get a second term. And the All Progressives Congress has been making an inroad into the South-South geopolitical zone. We've seen the APC growing from just being a minority party to almost trying to shake the People's Democratic Party in the region. It now has a governor in Cross River State, Governor Ben Ayade, and then it previously had a governor in Edo State, but that governor had to defect. That's in terms of Godwin Obaseki defected to the People's Democratic Party. And so Ben Ayade is the one who is out there. But the APC continues to grow from strength to strength based on what its members in the South-South are saying. And I will be joined at this moment by a former presidential advisor to former President Goodluck Jonathan, Imaniboro, who is also a member of the All Progressives Congress and a very strong politician also in Delta State. So good to have you, Imaniboro.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, these are touchy times here and there, lots of agitations, lots of calls. Yes. Groups, different groups urging different persons. Let me start with you. Has any group urged you to come out for any position?
Well, let me begin by thanking you for having me today. You know, politics is dynamic, and this is the season.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of people are picking forms for others.
Yeah.
I read former President Obasanjo saying the other day that anybody that claims they took form for him, nobody should vote for that kind of person. Because
interesting indeed.
Yeah, well,
how about former President Goodluck Jonathan? I mean, we hear all of this. I mean, your party, some groups from the South Side are asking former President Goodluck Jonathan to come and complete his short-circuited term. I mean, but we are hearing that he says he doesn't want. I mean, any clues on all of this?
There's a lot of speculation in the media, you know, some of them quite intriguing, some of them actually self-contradicting. If you say President Jonathan refused to join APC, then on what platform is he going to contest? Is he contesting on PDP and then APC is endorsing him to PDP? You know, some of these things, you know, well, you know, our colleagues in the media are very hardworking people, you know, people I have tremendous respect for, you know all the things we've had to go through in the media, but sometimes we need to fact check a little.
Yeah, but you have politicians speaking to them, as in giving them this information, telling them that for certainty, this man is going to defect to the All Progressives Congress, he's going to go with governors and all of this, and all of a sudden, sometimes it goes right, sometimes it doesn't.
So you see, this kind of, anybody who knows former President Jonathan well will know that he's not that kind of yo-yo character that goes to the left and to the right and up and down, you know. He's focused, he's committed. If he wants to get something done, he gets it done. He's an intellectual, he's an academic, you know, and he's a zoologist. You know, someone told me once when I was a spokesman that, you see, your boss, because of his zoology background, you know, he's very detailed in everything he does, you know, and I noticed that about him. So, yes, there is a lot of interest in him coming, you know, and he's eminently qualified. You know, he has tremendous support in the region, and he has tremendous support across the nation. He is a man who has shown by dint of character and hard work that he's a patriot, statesman, a great nationalist, a man who's respected all over the world, a man who's respected even within Nigeria.
Yeah, and I'm very sure the APC will be so glad to have him if he ever thinks of defecting.
The part of APC that I belong to will be very glad to have him. And I'm sure the part of APC that a lot of others belong to will be very glad to have him.
Now, let's talk about the APC and the South-South geopolitical zone. I mean, in Bayelsa, David Leon almost became governor, but due to circumstances, he couldn't. I mean, he won the election, but due to all of these issues, it was difficult. Now, let's talk about Delta State. We hear the APC is waxing stronger there, and then the APC has Cross River State at the moment. Let's talk about the APC in the South-South. What's the state of the party in the states?
Thank you very much. Like you yourself noted, the APC is waxing very strong, especially in Delta. The Deputy Senate President, Oviama Agege, is of the APC, and that's Delta. Right now, I think in terms of political ascendancy, he is the highest-ranking, political figure from Delta State in the country. I think he's number
in the South-South.
In the South-South, so. Is number 7, I think, in the hierarchy of protocol in the country today, and that's significant. That's important. When I joined APC in 2016, many people didn't understand it. They thought it was.
I remember the background.
Yes,
how could you?
A betrayal of sorts, But I saw what many people couldn't see. I knew that eventually APC is going to be the party to beat. Entering APC is not about opportunism. It's about having a platform that's strong, that's relevant, that you can use to further the things you want to further. In Delta State, for instance, if you are not in PDP, then it has to be APC, because where else are you going to? You understand? So because of that, because of the internal problems of PDP itself, like all parties have internal issues. We just survived ours in APC, had a successful convention, So because of the internal problems of PDP in Delta, you see, and indeed the South-South, a lot of very powerful individuals have moved to the APC.
Yeah, like Senator Peter Nwoboshi of recent, and I'm wondering what exactly is in the APC that they are saying. I mean, Senator Ovioma Agege, I hear, is actually canvassing to become governor of Delta State, and he's had Peter Nwoboshi coming to his side and some other top person. I mean, look at Felix Moka to become the National Publicity Secretary of the APC. Tell us the chances of APC in winning the governorship in Delta State in 2023.
The chances of APC are very bright. The only way we will lose the next governorship is if we give it away to PDP. If we don't give it away, we will win it. Why do I say give it away? We must look at our internal processes within APC in Delta State. Right now, there's a lot of discontent. It was, I want to choose my words carefully here.
Yeah, especially because of the zoning issues.
Yes. You see, you see, there's a lot of dissatisfaction, but all this has been run under the carpet a little bit with the coming together of Omo Agege and Olusegun Otega-Emero. Otega-Emero is a founding leader of the APC in Delta State. Yeah, he actually personally held my hand into the APC. He convinced me that this is the platform you should serve. It is the platform you should be on. And I saw what he meant. And to be fair to him, he gave me tickets, to run for the House of Reps. I actually wanted to go for a Senate, but he was going for a Senate. So there's no way I was going to go, head to head with him. Yeah. So I had to do the House of Reps. Eventually, Oshomole came, and then everything went haywire, So, but we got up to the Supreme Court on those issues. But that's not the issue. APC in Delta needs to have a genuine reconciliation, a genuine truth-telling. Recently, we lost so many leading members of the APC to PDP. It shouldn't happen. What we've had before was the other way around, people from PDP coming to APC. So I think it behooves on the leaders of the party in the state, and indeed the entire zone.
And now, we have less than 2 minutes to go. Before we go, I want to talk on the state of health of the relationship between Otega-Emero and the Deputy Senate President. What sort of relationship is it at the moment? Because these are two key figures that if they don't unite, the APC will almost be in tatters in Delta State.
Thank you very much. I can tell you this, and the facts are there, that I was the person who started the vigorous effort to make these two men work together. In fact, Ortega knew that all I wanted was peace in the party, because I didn't come from PDP to come and start another opposition within APC. So he knew that he made me the chairman of the Reconciliation Committee of the EPF. EPF is the Emirate Political Group. You know, he made me the chairman of the Reconciliation Committee. I was the one who met with Governor Sani Bello, Governor Aregbesola, Senator Saraki, when they came to Delta. And I'm glad to say that the effort I started and a lot of people now bought into has yielded result. Both men are working together.
Very interesting to know. And so you're hopeful of a victory in 2023?
There will be victory in 2023.
So will Emero support Oviamu Agege to get the PDP, the APC governorship ticket?
If Emero did not want to work with Agege, he would say so. We are that close. He would tell me. He and I, we meet after meetings. You know, he would tell me, and I know his mind. He will support him. But what we need is a lot of our members are feeling left out. That is the danger. We need to have a broad-based movement that brings these people genuinely on board, that shows acceptance. Because right now what we have, we say some people will say, oh, those are Ortega's people. Yeah. These are Omagege's people. Okay. It should stop.
Very interesting.
We should have one party with opportunities given to all sides. Then we will get what we want.
Very interesting indeed. We must thank you so much, Imani Boro, who is a former presidential advisor to former President Goodluck Jonathan's former spokesman, and leading chieftain of the Proessives Congress in Delta State. Thank you so much for joining us to take a look at these issues, and we hope to have you next time.